We're here in a working quarry in Hampshire and we have the PowerBully 9D dump truck. We've had this machine on demonstration for the last couple of days in this working quarry and we've given this thing a serious run. We're going to run you through the main features and advantages of this PowerBully machine. Three things stand out. You've got performance, safety and comfort. So welcome to the PowerBully, brought to you in the UK by Waterbrook Machinery Group. First things first, we've got a drive motor at the rear of the machine. This is doing several things. If you think about the way the track is actually pulling, you've got a lot more torque in the motor when we position it at the back. It also takes away that noisy drive motor from underneath the cab, giving that driver just that little bit of noise reduction when he's driving. Next thing to point out is the large hardened steel wheels. So these full height wheels taking up the full depth of the track mean that we only need 4 wheels across the entire track system. Less wheels, we've got less build up of material. It also gives us a lot smoother ride. One of the main points the comfort of this machine comes from is ability to ride over ground. Think of a shopping trolley versus a wheelbarrow. We've got a much smoother ride going over rough terrain, adapts to the terrain much better as well. Another main advantage of having the larger wheels is you've got far less moving parts. You think about having smaller wheels along the bottom of your track, you've also got the idlers running at the top. So what's that? 4 to 5 times more moving parts per side of the machine. You've got 1.6 to 2.8 times more rotations on a competitive machine with the smaller wheels than you do having the larger wheels with a PowerBully. So a lot less rotations for the same amount of directional travel. It's a lot less wear in parts, a lot less wear and tear on not only the wheel system, but also on the engine itself. The other thing with the larger wheel, the track guides on the rubber track itself, you've got more track guides inside the wheel. We reckon 4 to 5 track guides inside the wheel with a lot less risk of the track demounting in tough circumstances. Moving forward, we've got the handy step system, which is always on, as it's a circular step, a nice feature in and out of the cab. In tough conditions, as you can see, we've got this thing completely bogged in mud, and all of these features, this track system has been absolutely amazing as we've tested this machine. Safety features on this PowerBully dump truck have a lot to do with the cab system. So we have our rollover protection, we've also got our falling object protection to a level 2 as well. So level 2 is actually 5 times more stringent than the original FOPS level. This is achieved without a grille system, without any extra protective cage or anything on the cab. So the straight standard cab, falling object level 2. This machine isn't spec'd with a brush guard, comes as standard with the brush guard mounts. So we've got a full protective brush guard system, which we can customize or we can put on as a standard system for you as well. We've also got the standard light system on this machine. There is a second level options on the lighting system. This machine comes just with the standard one. Windscreen wiper, obviously essential for a machine of this type. PowerBully really have thought of everything with these machines, right across their weight class, so the 9, the 12 and the 18 ton. Each of those machines achieving the deepest wading depth compared to any other machine in its class. So the whole cab of this PowerBully dumper is suspended on hydraulic rubber bushing. So underneath every corner of the cab, the whole thing is suspended off the chassis. This does a number of things. Makes the ride a lot smoother, takes out those vibrations, but it also cuts down on noise. There's a lot less noise and vibration actually within the cab, making the PowerBully cab one of the quietest cabs in its class. Proven and tested to be the quietest cab for the operator on the market currently today. One of the first things we're interested in as an operator is going to be the air sprung seat. We've got all of our adjustments at the front here, adjustable armrest, seat belt obviously. We also have the lumbar support adjustment as well. The armrest is open. Inside the armrest there we've got a USB charging point for your phone, phone storage for small items as well. So let's jump in, I'll show you a bit more about how to drive this thing. So into the cab now, really is fantastic cab. Very spacious. As you can see, I've got enough room for a huge cool box here. Also got room on my right hand side, so you're easily going to get a rucksack, pair of boots, hard hat, all of that. We've got a coat peg space here as well, fire extinguisher, first aid, all of those safety things as well. Into the driving position, main thing we've got here in this PowerBully is the steering wheel options. There's 2 options with the PowerBully. We have the steering wheel, or else we have a joystick version. With this one, we've got the forward and reverse on the steering column. If it were on the joystick, we've obviously got forwards and backwards on a joystick, left and right, same thing all there. Very simple to operate the machine. Just the 1 foot pedal, which is the accelerator. The brakes are all automatic, so as you ease off, the brakes come into hold. The safety feature like that is fantastic. The brakes and the stopping power of this machine really is phenomenal. Into other contact points for the operator, obviously we've got the seat. fantastic air seat. The side armrest obviously comes with it. We've got the adjustable armrest, standard lap belt, lumbar support, everything's adjustable on the seat, same as on the steering column, adjustable. So this machine really is built for comfort, one of those three things that a PowerBully is known for. The visibility on this machine really is a thing we want to make a point of. The right hand side, single pane, there's no column in the way, there's no window column, it's just the single pane, and then you've got the sloping bonnet, so the bonnet slopes away beautifully. Electrically adjustable mirrors on both sides, a really nice feature, and then really what you've got is a full 180-degree visibility on this machine right the way around to the front. Back to the steering column, if we were with a joystick and the steering column was out of the way, again you'd have that extra visibility right there in front of you. Other touch points for the driver, we've got the tip lever here. On the armrest we have the stop button, we've got a parking brake, lighting controls, windscreen wipers, speed adjustments, lights are all just right here. Air conditioning up here to the right hand side, fantastic, cooling as well as heating. And then we are into the iTerminal itself, so we'll fire up for that. So this is the main control, the main iTerminal control for the PowerBully. This is the home screen, so we've got all of our basic information here. We've got rev counter, fuel, oil pressure, temperature, that type of thing. Into information, gives you a few more in-depth stats about the machine as it's running, and then into all of the adjustments. One really good feature on this machine is the hydrostatic adjustment on the steering, so we can wind down the reactivity of your steering inputs. On the actual wheel itself, quarter of a turn is a full spin of the machine, so quite a bit of reactivity there, and sometimes it's quite nice just to be able to dampen that off. We've got our lights and then different settings. Into the camera, cameras are absolutely fantastic. This is the overall bird's eye shot, and then we can move through the different camera shots. So we've got a rear bird's eye, front bird's eye. This is the rear, so underneath the tip body as you're reversing into a dump site, and then straight out the front, and then onto the sides as well. So that's the basic overview of what we have on the iTerminal. We've also got a couple of functions on the armrest as we mentioned earlier. So we've got the lights, wipers, your auto hold, and then the fast and slow mode as well. So that's it guys, let's get to work. At the rear of the PowerBully here, important to remember, never stand under an unpropped load. We've got here the engine cover, so the side doors as we've seen, but also these panels are all removable. What we have is the Cummins 6.7 turbo diesel unit driving our hydraulic power pack. Plenty of space inside the engine cover here for additional hydraulic takeoffs. We've also got the main power takeoff straight from the engine itself. So the beauty about this machine is that we've got the pre-drilled chassis, the entire length of the chassis pre-drilled. As you can see, the tip body that we have on this unit is removable. From a mechanical point of view, we can connect up whatever we put on the back, and then we've got the hydraulics and the power to drive any system you have. Whether that be a concrete mixer or a hook loader, maybe a high capacity dump box or a man riding cage. Lots of options. Speak to us at Waterbrook Machinery and we can design and build that for you. 24 volt system, so 24 volt CAN bus controls will then work off the iTerminal within the cab. So we've got the 6.7 Cummins driving our hydraulics, 24 volt CAN bus system, and then any manner of fit up from here on backwards. As we know, maintenance on a machine like this is highly important, and if it's easy, it gets done. Outside of this machine is covered in access panels, quick and easy. We've got air filters, engine oil checks, filter systems in here as well. Coming forward, we've got a radiator panel, so a huge panel enabling you to access, should you need it, into cleaning. Into the front access panel, we've got all of our daily operating fluids. We've got hydraulic oil, diesel, AdBlue. We've also got our washer fluid, and then into the battery system as well. So there we have it. This is the PowerBully 9D, available in the UK from Waterbrook Machinery Group. This is the 9-ton variation. We also have a 12 and an 18 available. Big wheels, smooth ride, massively comfortable cab, designed with driver safety in mind. We've got those three main features from PowerBully: performance, safety, and comfort. We'd be pleased to show you the performance of this machine, the safety, and you can experience the comfort for yourself. If you want to try one for yourself, give it a go on your site, call us for a demonstration, or visit waterbrookmachinery.com.